on this screen, we got some highly overrated cookies, if you ask me, okay? Crumble cookies I never had, but I just know. Sometimes there's some things in life you don't have to fully experience to know what it is. You know, I don't have to know that messing with a prostitute is going to get me STD, okay? I don't have to actually mess with a prostitute in order to know that this chick is raunchy. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to do that. I'm not going to put myself through that, so I ain't finna do it. Crumble cookies, overrated. Crave cookies, overrated. Dirty Doughy, overrated. I'm just keeping it real. So already, and shout out to Patrick CC. He makes a lot of great content with his aux battles. I've seen a couple of his things, you know, some very controversial and thought-provoking content. I like that. So
currently witnessing
let's
one
see
of
what
the
you talk
most
about,
vicious
man.
cookie wars of all time between the billion-dollar Goliath Crumble Cookies and its two startup
Billion? Crumble cookies almost like just came out though, didn't it? Hold on. Wait a second. Shout out to my boy Boss Kiat right there. Shout out to my boy Boss right there. Okay. When did Crumble cookies open? Look at that. 2017. 2017. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Dirty Dough and Crave. This battle
That's
is
last
riddled
year,
with
dude.
lies, deceit, propaganda, and all kinds of cookie chaos. Crumble recently filed a lawsuit against Dirty Dough stating that they are using packaging, decor, and presentation that is confusingly similar to Crumble's established and successful trade dress and brand identity.
So y'all see something that's very valuable. I don't think that's a really solid case, if you ask me, because you cannot sue somebody if they like take your name or like take your, you know, they kind of did almost, kind of like look up in the top left hand corner where like the cookie is, and look at where it's kind of that's pushing it. But I'm saying, like, if they don't have your exact name and like trademark, then you really can't sue them. But if, you know, there's very, 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 very similar recipes and dishes or drinks and cookies, styles that's very similar, then you can't sue. You can't do that.
And that Dirty Dough is trying to confuse customers into
Right.
thinking that their brand is affiliated or connected with Crumble. Crumble's goal by
Yeah. You
not
stupid.
only
Y'all
to
can't
get
do
Dirty
that.
Dough to stop stealing their brand identity, but to hand over all their revenues and profits for the entire time they have been in business. However, Dirty Dough...
Hey, if y'all ever seen Shark Tank, there's some Shark Tank shit right here. Shark Tank, let me get that. You know what I'm saying?
is not backing down.
I need all of that equity.
Monster. They are ready for all-out war. So without further ado, let's get ready to crumble. First, we must assess whether it was Dirty Dough's intent to steal Crumble's brand identity. Because right now, the internet is totally on Dirty Dough's side. But when you consider how both businesses...
Hey, and let me know in the comments if y'all ever had Crumble Cookie or Dirty Dough. I'm from down south, so I don't have no type of, you know, awareness about Dirty Dough. But, yeah, those of y'all who had both, let me know which one's better or worse, or if they're not good to y'all at all. Let me know what y'all think.
This began, you might have some second thoughts.
Right.
Crumble started in September 2017 in a
Right.
small mountain town
That's last
called
year.
Logan, which is north of Salt Lake City, Utah. Funny enough,
Ew.
neither of the founders, Jason McGowan or Sawyer Hemsley, were bakers.
And so we knew we wanted to do cookies, but the reality kind of hit us pretty quickly when we're like, we didn't know how to bake, we don't know how to do any of these things. So
These two apparently are cousins.
Okay.
Jason was in the tech industry working for Ancestry.com.
Is that similar to saying, yo, I want to become a YouTuber and a streamer, but I don't know how to stream? I don't know how to make videos. Is that the same? Is that, no? Yes?
And Sawyer was attending
Figure it
Utah
out,
State
nigga.
University.
All that
They learned how
crap.
to make one chocolate chip cookie and opened their first store selling just that in a box of 4. The locals loved the cookies, which originally came in a basic square box similar to every bakery in the history of forever.
Exactly.
Over time, Crumble developed a rotational menu which consisted of them changing the cookie flavors they sell every week. It was an instant
That's
hit,
creative,
and the store was packed out from the beginning.
Oh, look at their... Okay, now let's take a moment and look at their customers. Let's take a moment. What do y'all see in the audience, in the crowd? Straight from the Caucasus Mountains. But I'm not saying this to, be so facetious. I'm saying this because black people, we will sit in line and wait on a fake Popeye's chicken sandwich for an hour because it's overly hyped. We will sit there and do that. KFC, McTrash, same thing. I'm just cracking jokes. I'm just being funny.
The founders knew if they wanted to expand, they needed a more professional logo, a clean, inviting atmosphere, and a process to make them a scalable franchise.
The OG logo.
They opened a new location in Bountiful, Utah, with a new logo, new packaging, new store design, and a new social media strategy. Word spread fast. People would travel all over the state just to try these cookies. Social media strategy. However,
look at the line, y'all. Look at the line. Look at the line. This is like how Krispy Kreme's line is right here. Anytime you go to Krispy Kreme, and I mean anytime you go to Krispy Kreme, this right here is going to be a line, but it's going to be with cars, not with people. It's going to be wrapped around the block, and then the next block.
All over the state just to try these cookies.
Chico, what up, boy?
Midway through 2019, Crumble Cookies hired Bradley Maxwell, who would later go on to create Dirty Dough and become their biggest enemy.
Wait, stop. Wait. Let me go back. My bad.
These cookies. However, midway through 2019, Crumble Cookies hired Bradley Maxwell, who would later go on to create Dirty Dough and become their biggest enemy.
And that's why they're suing. Because Brad want to be a Chad, but you're not that. All right, Brad, you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. You infiltrated their system. Cool. But then when you make something that is so identical and not even your own, it doesn't have that Brad touch on it. It got crumbles on the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? It got crumbles on the top. It don't got Brad on it. That's why they're suing. I get it.
Bennett Maxwell is the public founder of Dirty Dough. His brother Bradley is his business partner.
You sneaky, bro. You sneaky, Brad.
Media presence. According to the lawsuit, Bennett attempted to become a franchise owner of Crumble in May of 2019, but was denied.
So before,
Did hire his brother Bradley as a process engineer. Bradley was exposed to and became familiar with Crumble's business model, marketing, brand
and that's why they're suing.
And the Crumble trade dress. He also learned confidential and proprietary mixes, recipes, processes, spices, methods, and formulas. Allegedly, Bradley left the company and started Dirty Dough with Bennett, stealing all of Crumble's intellectual property.
Y'all sneaky, man. See, that's why y'all gotta be wary of who y'all bring around your team and who y'all say is your bro and fam and gang.
Says this is all a lie. And this is where the story gets kind of strange.
Because you can't prove that.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to
in the court, you can't prove that.
Lord Murphy.
You see?
All hail.
Do not play with me, peon. I am the lord of this house. A chin bite is your punishment.
Never mess with the king. You thought I was lying? This is Lord
Murphy. That's why you get a dog.
My cat is a lord. You know what? I am too. Lord Patrick CC. You're in the house of two lords right now. The reason why me and Murphy are lords is because of Established Titles. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are where your own
showing us an ad, bro? Patrick,
it also makes an amazing life. Running of our own little CC. He had no part in the formation of Dirty Dough. The actual creator of Dirty Dough is named Tyler Peary, who started the business out of his college apartment in Tempe, Arizona in 2018. Tyler hand-delivered the cookies while his wife did all the baking. He needed investor funding to open a store, in which he posted on Facebook. And since Bennett was already interested in the cookie business, he invested. Tyler opened the store in Tempe in 2020.
That's a nice
and
logo.
Bennett encouraged Tyler to franchise so he could be the first store owner. But Tyler realized he didn't want to go down that path, and he sold Bennett the entire business in January of 2021.
Wow.
Bennett took over the retail store in Arizona, reshaped the business model, came up with new formulas, rebranded, and claims to have sold 60 franchises before opening a second store. So the Crumbl lawsuit is incorrect about the formation of Dirty Dough. However, that doesn't mean Bennett and Bradley are completely innocent. Bennett confirmed he tried to franchise Crumbl, and he confirmed that Bradley worked for Crumbl. Just because the lawsuit got the exact origin story wrong doesn't actually help Dirty Dough at all. In fact, it gets even worse for them. When Bennett purchased Dirty Dough, he said nothing.
Got him on podcasts, all types.
I looked at this and I saw business that had big potential, that was selling cookies, that had zero marketing, had a terrible location, not good recipes, to be frank. Like, they were cookies, they were good cookies, they weren't great, they weren't amazing. It was developed by a 22-year-old with no baking experience.
So is it a fair assumption that if Bennett wanted to franchise Crumbl and his brother worked for the company, plus he had zero experience in the industry, that maybe he did just buy an existing cookie business, copy Crumbl's business model from the branding to the social media strategy to the recipes, then move it up from Arizona to Utah where Crumbl originates in hopes to steal some market share? Seems very possible. But most people are arguing that Crumbl hasn't created anything unique that you can actually steal. In the lawsuit, they point out their whimsical outline-shaped drawings on product packaging, presentation, and decor, in which Dirty Dough is very nice. Also, their cookie boxes with extra space that perfectly fit cookies lying side by side, which, sure, Dirty Dough is copying, but most people argue that's like trying to gatekeep a pizza box.
Exactly. Bro, these niggas think they slick too.
They highlight their weekly rotating menu. Again, not like Crumbl invented changing a menu. My local donut shop has been doing that for the past 10 years. Also, their logo, from the font to the cookie with a bite taken out.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Is literally every cookie brand's logo. They even threw in the store layouts, the way the cookies look.
Whoa, wait. They just showed something that's insane.
Literally every cookie.
Insomnia cookies, y'all. If y'all ever had insomnia cookies, you will thank me later. Oh my goodness. S tier.
Brand's logo. They even threw in the store layouts, the way the cookies look, the way they are presented on social media, and there's no doubt that these two brands are shocking.
Yeah, y'all some snakes, bro.
The only real difference is that Dirty Dough focuses on the inside of the cookie, where Crumbl focuses
How did y'all fake it for that
on
long?
the cookie on the outside. But Dirty Dough rallied a ton of
only
support
for like 2-3
by Bennett
years, but
spinning
that's
the
a long
narrative
time to
in
me.
his favor online. Have you heard Dirty Dough is getting sued? Looks like somebody's a little scared of the new cookies in town. He directly...
And so now they're using drama for a marketing strategy now. I don't blame them. But that's just so dirty and grimy and low, bro. But I guess business is business, right? And let me touch up on this real fast. When people say it's all business, it's nothing personal, don't take it personal, it's just business, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's all personal. Nigga, every last inch of it is personal. Because if that was the case, then it wouldn't have gone this far. For me to get fired, for you to get fired, for us to get in the fight, for us to separate the equity over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be this if it wasn't personal, okay? Because how we got into it, we can make it work.
Tag the Crumbl owner in this viral LinkedIn post.
That's crazy.
A billion-dollar company suing 2 startups. Why? Because apparently if you put sprinkles on your cookies, Crumbl thinks they own that. Bennett ran with this narrative that the big corporate giants are suing the little guys because they also make cookies, when we know that the lawsuit is more rooted in the branding, and everyone loves an underdog story. So he was able to secure national news coverage by making Crumbl.
And that's it. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted.
Pop shop, which
that's
led
all
to
he wanted. Right in the same
Crumbl
position.
Purchased billboard ads directly next to Dirty Dough's physical store locations. Then Dirty Dough responded with their own billboards. Cookies so good, you have to sue. They used the hashtag Utah Cookie Wars and even started investing into high-quality commercials.
Looks like we got another Dirty Dough situation.
Let's get him.
Hi, cookies?
This is a cease and desist order. You're gonna have to shut down the whole operation.
Are you crazy? Why?
Because you're selling cookies, that's our thing.
I also noticed a lot of whimsical cookie-themed designs all over your stand here. Did your parents,
You heard that? Whimsical. That's the same wording that was in Crumbl Cookies description for... Bro, these people grimy, dude.
that it's not nice to steal other people's good ideas.
Watch who y'all do business with, man.
You're scaring off the other customers.
They've got sprinkles. Well, how many flavors are you kids selling?
I don't know, whatever my mom makes. They kind of just rotate every week.
Rotating cookie menu? That's our thing.
Sir, there's no easy way to say this. Dirty Dough is winning the cookie wars.
That's impossible.
And we're getting destroyed on social media.
Okay, well, people are morons.
Well, morons who
That's
love
crazy,
David and
bro.
Goliath story, sir.
We have one shot, and one shot only to take down Dirty Dough as an organization. So, we need somebody who can infiltrate Dirty Dough to prove that they are stealing the trade secrets.
Dirty Dough's advertising was very successful, and they were
It
able to
is.
rally a ton of support online. But the most
Yeah.
shocking part about Crumble trying to sue these smaller brands is that they took their whole brand identity from a Utah cookie company that was dominating the market years before them, Chip. Chip is the
Oh,
original
wow.
gourmet cookie delivery company.
Chip.
Started in 2016, and they opened only
Y'all ever
serving
heard of
one
Chip?
cookie in a box of 4. Sound familiar? Their logo featured
Yeah.
a cookie with a bite taken out of the top right corner. They grew by focusing on their cookie presentation as well as
Very
their branding
nice.
on social media. This drove a lot of
Very
traffic to their
simple,
physical
too.
locations, and they generated a huge amount of buzz in Utah before all these other copycat brands. Chip started because there were no dessert options in the area for a late night snack. They
Wow,
initially didn't want
look
a
at that.
franchise. They wanted to serve the local community. Chip never went after Crumble when they obviously took the whole business model, branding, and idea to the exact same market. They just focused on their own vision, and Crumble went corporate, taking over the whole country. Dirty Dough and Crumble were not founded by people who have a passion for baking, but by
Exactly.
people who want to build a corporate enterprise. Neither
That's it.
founders had experience
Money
in the food
hungry
industry at all.
sharks.
They created a fast food business that has 20 to 30% profit margins, whereas most traditional ones operate on 6 to 9%
exactly.
profits.
One of the goals is to lower the barrier of entry to entrepreneurship. To be an entrepreneur, you need a game plan.
He just said lower the barrier into entrepreneurship. So this dude, wanted to be such a demon, dirty, low down dog that he infiltrates a corporation and a business that's already up and running. He works for them, gets the inside scoop. Years later, he dips out and makes his own thing with his brother. And he wants to make his model so grand to where it lowers the filter for other entrepreneurs to come in and do. That's like saying, since I'm a streamer, I don't want y'all to be streamers. I don't want nobody else to be a streamer because I'm doing it in the best way possible. I have a plan. I came from this and I know that I'm here, but I'm going there. I see myself over there. But I don't want nobody else to be streamers on any other platform from 2021 until. Like, dude, what is wrong with you? It's like,
You need time, expertise, and money. Well, that's what a franchise is. Here's a game plan that's worked for other people. The time required to run
Copy
one
and
of these
paste.
stores is a lot less because we don't require owner-operated. The expertise to run one of these stores is a lot less because we do a centralized production model, right? Which we'll get into a little bit. And the money
bro, he couldn't sell to a brick wall. He couldn't sell to a baby. What is he talking about? Y'all know how you can sense when somebody is just good with people and like good with words and everything? Like this dude couldn't sell to a little child. This dude couldn't sell lemonade. But you are the chosen one to break people to stop. Man, you better go on somewhere. You balled in at 26. But it's not
required is about half or less than half of the competition.
The goal of this business is to open more businesses. Bennett openly admits that he started the cookie business to create another passive revenue stream for himself. He designed their model so that it
Ain't nothing wrong with
only
that.
requires one person to run an entire store, and that's important, providing a model so entrepreneurs can make money for their
That's a
families.
nice logo,
the
though.
cookies are made in a
I like
factory
it.
somewhere and shipped to the store.
Look at
Crumble
that.
is the exact same. They just actually hand make the cookies in the store and provide more jobs since they can have up to 10 people working at the same time in one
Exactly.
location. People care right now, but one day this cookie war is going to look exactly like McDonald's feuding with Burger King.
Burger
where
King.
They both win
I
by
remember
generating
that.
millions, and we lose by our inability to control our cravings.
Yep. Look at this. The Curious Case of Soldier Boy. Yo, shout out to Patrick, man. Let me check these comments real quick. Give my boy a like, man. Yeah, man. And let me know what cookies y'all have had You said Dirty Dough should be cutting you a check for the publicity. That's facts. That's facts. 300,000. I didn't know about Dirty Dough. I tell you that. I didn't. Did y'all? Hell no. Like, how many people lives in Utah? So, like, you know, I mean, I know Dirty Dough supposedly is going more worldwide, but, like, you know, you said, hey, Patrick, be careful. Okay. Crumble's marketing materials and brand identity are so boring and uninspired. Just basic minimalist design. If you Photoshop the cookies out of their ads and photos, you wouldn't be able to tell what the brand is because it's that basic and derivative. So I think it's insane that they're getting mad at another brand for having the same unoriginal design language that theirs does. I agree. I definitely agree.